Star Wars. So I saw the first movie when I was 8 years old in the theater. You know, Luke Skywalker in the desert with his two parents. He discovers that, you know, he's a Jedi. And he starts the whole process of the Jedi training. And it was a really, really awesome movie as a kid. So this most recent one that was just released, I don't know what the heck it's called, other than Star Wars. I have no idea what it's called. I'll have to look that up. But Disney just released a new Star Wars, and it's out in the theaters now. We saw it Christmas Day. I want to hear your thoughts about what you thought about it if you saw it. If you didn't see it, then turn off this video, because I'm about to ruin it for you, and I don't want to do that. So let's talk about it. Alright, so Star Wars. Like I said, saw it as a kid in the theater, and it was just, man, it was awesome. The second one was really good too. The third one, it was okay. Not as good as the first and second, which is really episode, what, 4, 5, and 6, I think, technically. So episode 4 was the first, episode 5 was the second, episode 6 was the third, and this one kind of combined all three together, which I understand why they did it. They tied it all together. But when they combined it all together, it's like they took bits and pieces from every movie and then mashed it into one. I mean, really, from the point where, you know, what's the girl's name? Rey? Where Rey is, I mean, even the characters. You had the guy that was supposed to be like Han Solo. Then the other guy that was supposed to be like the black guy. And then you had the girl, which was like Luke Skywalker / Princess Leia, combined into one. And then C-3PO and R2-D2. It's like the exact same cast of people. Like, couldn't we like throw some variety? So it's like the same cast of people on the same ship with the same plot. She's training to be a Jedi, and we're going to go kill the Sith Lord, who I thought was killed in the last movie. You know, before it was Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader, now it's this Rey versus the Sith Lord. It's the same freaking plot. Even to the point, what I thought was the cheesiest, and the acting, it was very Disney. Let me just put it that way. The acting was very Disney. But even to the point when the three of them, I don't know their names, I can't remember their names, but the Han Solo look-alike, the black guy, and Rey are on the spaceship, on the command ship, and they are trying to find, what's his name, the Wookiee, Chewbacca. They're trying to find, we're gonna go now, let's go! Car was moving too slow, didn't want to wait for it, but they're trying to find Chewbacca, right? They're on the spaceship trying to find Chewbacca. They run into 2 stormtroopers, and she does the whole hand thing, like, you don't know, you know who we are, and it's okay for us to be here. It was just like the scene at the bar in the desert where he's like, these are not the droids you are looking for, from Obi-Wan Kenobi. And the guy's like, these aren't the droids we're looking for. It was the exact same thing. I'm like, what? And the acting just was, it was very Disney, is all I can explain. I can't really, it just had that Disney acting. It's like they went to the same acting school. I don't know, it was just like cheesy happy. Come on, you're fighting a war, you're not supposed to be cheesy happy, people. You're about to be destroyed by the Sith Lord, whatever his name is. The evil grandpa guy with the gray eyes. I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. I liked it. It was good. But it just was way too similar to the first movie. That's just my take on it. And, you know, I listened to a podcast, I think about a week ago. I don't remember who it was or what the podcast was, but it talked about how Disney, when they bought Star Wars, the Star Wars core base of fans like me is now getting older. We're all turning into graybeards, right? So they needed to do something to attract a new generation and a new group of loyal, dedicated followers. So this movie was really meant to be a hook, to hook the next generation of people to being dedicated Star Wars followers. So with a whole new cast of characters now, they can now have somebody that they can relate to and have a hook with. Because let's face it, my kids, they're not tied to Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. Half of which, Han Solo was killed off last movie. I think Luke Skywalker died off last movie too. The only one that was left alive was like Chewbacca and Princess Leia. Chewbacca, he's still alive. But Princess Leia, now she's gone. She disappeared when her son disappeared. And what the heck was up with that? He saves Rey. And all of a sudden, poof, he's gone. They kiss and then poof, he's gone. And, I guess maybe also I should have gotten up to speed on the movie before I watched it, because it started off, I'm like, okay, now, again, who's mother, who's father, and how is this person related to that person, and who the heck is she again? It took me, I don't know, the first third of the movie to get back up to speed on who is what and what is who. But overall, we're kind of flying. Oops. We're doing 90. My bad. So anyways, it took me a little while to get up to speed. And to get my bearings and figure out who's who and what's what. But, the review of all my kids, they all thought it was great. Well, they all thought it was great because they didn't watch the first movie. I think they did, actually, because we did have a Star Wars, weekend. But it's probably been 8 years ago where we watched all the first 3 back to back to back and binge watched them. I think that was, that was probably, we have them on VHS tape, if that tells you how long ago we did that. Might have even been longer than 10 years ago. So they did watch the first 3. They are familiar with them. And, as part of that Verizon thing, we got the 1 year of free Disney. So Grayson, my youngest, he's not my youngest biological kid, he's been watching this thing with Baby Yoda. He's like, are you watching this thing with Baby Yoda, Dad? No. So again, just like the podcast said, Disney is doing everything it can to hook the younger generation, but it's a very fine line between disappointing those who grew up on it like me and who are loyal to old school Star Wars and incorporating this new generation. So it's a fine line that Disney's trying to walk of bringing in a new loyal crowd and not pissing off the current crowd, that's George Lucas loyal. And at the end of the day, I think they did a good job, but there was still an element of disappointment there. Really? You did not create a new movie, you just blended 3 together. So that's my take on Star Wars, what I thought of it. Can't really say that there are any new characters, and honestly, they freaking killed off all the bad guys. The one dude who was bad, Rey's former fiance, I forget his name, the dude that had the red cracks in his helmet who disappeared at the end of the movie after they kissed. He would have been a villain going forward, but now he's gone. The evil Sith Lord's gone. What's his name? Darth Vader, he's gone. So what are you going to do? Go back in time and create a new movie to create a new bad guy? So I don't know where this is going to go going forward, because all the ships But all the bad guys on them all crashed down into the planet. So it's like every single bad dude died. I didn't see anybody escape in the movie and to, you know, do a number 10. But I guess they're going to do that. You know, Disney's going to keep the torch going somehow. So I guess that's to be seen. We shall see. So what are your thoughts on Star Wars? Did you see it? If you didn't, sorry I just ruined it for you. But if you did see it, what'd you think? What are your thoughts? And that's all I have for you, Yogi Clan. So I hope you all have a blessed new year. And I will catch you on the flip side. Hopefully I have enough time to get this edited before the new year comes. Alright, y'all. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate your subscribes. I appreciate each and every one of you. Man, our numbers have jumped. I'm up almost close to 660 subscribers, and that is freaking awesome. I am so blessed, and I thank you for that. And just ask you, hey man, if you like what you see, if you see a video that helps you, go ahead, share it. Share it on Facebook or wherever your social media choice is. And subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Alright, y'all. Peace.